The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Bay and Grant are the forwards. He's out there with Cunningham, and it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. And for Portland, Powell and Covington up at the forward. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And at the midway point, Chris, what stands out about this phase of the regular season to you?
Well, usually the standings have solidified, Kevin. The favorites, the cellar dwellers. We had some great stories. And this is where the front offices has to take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
And Stewart gets it to go.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Lillard, and he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Grant with a screen on Lillard. Cunningham passes to Grant. Poke loose. Lillard scanning the floor. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard against Stewart. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
McCollum, he's excellent at handling the rock. He feels like he can get to anywhere he wants on the court.
And one of the few NBA players out of an HBCU, Robert Covington, undrafted out of Tennessee State University, has had to work for everything he's gotten in this league.
He got his feet wet in the lean years in Philly when they were really trusting the process and not a lot of flash in his game. All about determination and detail.
Here's Stewart. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. McCollum outside, Lillard outside. From outside the arc, rebound Detroit. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
McCollum finds Lillard. Connects from 3-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, at the arc, Lillard can make any shot work. I mean, his accuracy, astounding.
Pass to Bay. Shoots over Powell. That shot off, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Spins to the paint. 1:56 left in the first. Lillard from outside, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Pistons trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Cunningham with the slam.
Yeah, just get open. Hayes will find you. I mean, the kid, he has tremendous vision.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. McCollum with the screen for Lillard. The tray. The rebound by Grant. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. To the middle. Here's Stewart. And Covington sends it back.
Nice work staying with guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on defense and swat shots back.
McCollum, no good.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Now, here's Cunningham, covered by Lillard. Grant surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bay. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 4. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Powell kicks to McCollum. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Nurkic.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
A different look now for Portland. Cody Zeller's checked in for Robert Covington. Nance comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And a different look here for the Pistons. Trey Lyles checked in for Stewart. Josh Jackson comes in for Sadiq Bey. Diallo's checked in for Hayes. And it's Joseph in for Cunningham. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Zeller against Grant. Lyles a screen on Zeller. Here's Grant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
That's good offensive energy from Grant right there. He takes the foul, but also gets the shot up.
The Pistons shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The first one falls.
He was born into a basketball family. I played with his uncle. Jeremy Grant has paved his own path, becoming a highly sought-after wing. He secured the bag, oh yeah, $60 million contract in 2020.
And Grant drops them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. What a great connection between the Blazers and these Portland fans, Greg. Damian Lillard made clear how much they mean to him.
I think what we're doing with our team, how we're approaching each game and how we're, playing with that desire that you need to play with, we getting that reciprocity from our fans. They bring that energy every night. Us doing what we're doing and giving them a little bit more, they just keep taking it to a different level. So the energy and the excitement is just on a different level.
It is, I agree, and the Blazers have certainly given them plenty to cheer for.
And teams more than ever appreciating the impact of a loud home crowd. It just gives you a lift.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court for the Pistons, Corey Joseph is out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Grant. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Lyles in at center. Grant outside. And Chris with the Fab Five in Michigan and that powerhouse Kings team with so much shooting and passing. How special was it to shape the way the game is played now?
It's so special to see vestiges of our style still in the game. In Michigan, not only did we influence the game with fast break, 94 feet of defense, but we also changed the expectation, saying, hey, it doesn't matter what you think of me. I can go out there with hard work and earn my spot and change the expectation of the game. As far as Sacramento, man, it's just so awesome that we left our game in the NBA. What do I mean by that? So many teams now play that offensive style that we had at Sacramento, and you need a few keys to do that. You need a great player, you need great passes, you need unselfish guys, and you need a family atmosphere in the locker room. We had it all.
And I feel like Josh Jackson is proof that the right mindset can go a long way for a player who wants to improve himself.
Oh, yeah, Greg, I think he took criticism about his game to heart and looked for ways to grow. Then he put in the work, and now he's performing at a higher level because of it.
That free throw, no good.
And Jackson certainly has a lot of explosiveness. One of those guys who really wears his heart on his sleeve and brings that energy level every night.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And he sinks the second. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lillard with a screen for McCollum. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Hayes. Detroit, no good that time either. So for the Trail Blazers, their last game, a loss to the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out. I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Here's Zeller. Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Hey, look how sudden Lillard can be. Striking before the D can collapse on him.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. Pistons trailed by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
Bringing the energy. I mean, night in and night out. Zeller gives his team everything he's got.
Cunningham with it. Now Covington defending. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Surprised everyone by passing out of his shot. What a fantastic dish.
Lillard dishes to Nance. McCollum outside. Pick by Zeller. Fires the three. And they'll get another chance. Lillard, the pass to Covington. 6 to shoot. Lillard against Lee. Rebounded by the Pistons. The pass to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Nance. High post Stewart. Covington's there. Now here's Cunningham, covered by Nance. Portland leading by 8. Here's Lillard. And Zeller kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. Another shot. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bay passes to Lee. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stewart with a screen on Nance. Here's Cunningham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Lee against Lillard. Pass to Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. What a battle we're witnessing tonight at the point guard position. Question for either of you. Were there guys around the league you enjoyed matching up with?
You know what? I always like playing Shaq because he's so exceptional and he presented such unique challenges. I even would say to Akeem, let me guard him sometime to make it even more challenging.
Well, I would love playing Kenny, Ernie. You know why?
Well, why?
Because he can't guard me.
All right, and guys, we got to talk about Damian Lillard. He's had an outstanding half.
When he's hot, it's like a fire that spreads quick. Oh, he's so hot, it's a fire right here on the desk. He's determined. He's relentless. Hey, give me a fire extinguisher. And before you know it, you're torched.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pistons trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Powell and Covington up at the forward. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard outside. Here's McCollum. That's tipped. And he stays with it. Passes it to Covington. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. McCollum fires from way outside. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Grant dishes to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving in.
Now, the size and intimidating presence of Nurkic, I mean, it provides on defense. It's just huge. Awesome at throwing off shooters.
When you think about the skill needed to hit off-balance shots and with a hand in your face defensively, Chris, C.J. McCollum has got an awful lot in his bag of tricks, doesn't he?
Pull-up game is something he's been doing his whole life. Now, he's doing it from long range, too. And that's what's the scary thing, Kevin, for the rest of this league.
Hayes the pass to Grant and stolen by Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's the 3. Again, McCollum missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Thank you, Kevin.
Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top 3-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guy's not bad for a rebuilding team.
David, you're right. They got a good one. Thanks. Now here's Powell, guarded closely. And the dunk by Powell.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Grant sets a screen for Hayes. Pass to Grant. Kicks to Cunningham. Grant with a screen on Powell. Here's Cunningham. Drives to the hoop. He can't hit that time. Good D by Covington.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Here's Nurkic. Oh, that's blocked. The pass to Grant. He kicks it to Cunningham. Grant outside. There's the dish to Cunningham. From the arc. Powell pulls it in.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start half.
Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 14.
Yeah, time after time is Dame, a prolific offensive player.
A different look now for Portland. Cody Zeller's checked in for Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And a different look here for the Pistons. Lyles checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Sadiq Bey. Jackson, he's checked in for Hayes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Cunningham. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. Lyles a screen on McCollum. The drive by Jackson. Good on the bucket. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Pass to Simons. Powell down low. He's guarded by Diallo. Zeller dishes to Powell. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. 41 seconds left in the third. And he banks in the layup. Joseph's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Simons. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Nance. A 3 from McCollum. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Pistons trail by 9. And it's Joseph in the corner with 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We come back right after this. And now back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Portland leading by 9. On the court for the Pistons, Sadiq Bey is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Josh Jackson. Then there's Hayes. And it's Magruder in at the 2-guard spot. So it's the Pistons now. Passes to Bey. Hayes with it. Back to Bey. On the wing, Jackson. Covered by Nance. 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Bey, no good. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nance. Lillard outside. Zeller setting the pick for Lillard. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's Hayes, covered by Lillard. Right side Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Bey, no good. Trailblazers leading by 9. Simons surveying the D. dishes it to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Pass to Nance. Here's Simons. No good off the front iron.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Bay against Nance. A shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Lillard. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. This done a lot for his shooting percentage.
A different look here for Detroit. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Lyles, and it's Cunningham in for Rodney McGruder. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Grant outside. Makes it off the glass.
Inside, Grant's agility helps him beat the D. He's able to work around the other guys.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. It's tipped. Now Cunningham. Hayes with the screen for Cunningham. And there's the pass to Grant. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Nance dishes to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And oh, he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow!
What ups from Lillard, flying off the floor to throw that one in.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Covington against Grant. Shoots over Covington. Again, the miss by Grant. Lillard outside. And Sadiq Bey picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Column comes in for Anthony Simons. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And he's grabbed this game with both hands and just never let it go. I mean, he scored a huge percentage of their points. He hadn't been the main guy for him. He's been the only guy for them.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Picked his pocket. And here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard left side. Passes it to Powell. Clock is at 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Portland.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And the first one at the line is good.
Known for being clutch. When games are tight, Lillard leans into the spotlight and knows how to deliver.
A different look now for Portland. Zeller, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.